On July 23rd, 2012, this is Pulling You number 79, Day 5, Part 3. Michael here at Bridge Hands, and welcome to Day 5, Part 3 on Strong Jump Shift Bids by Responder. And now that we have a good handle on the opener Strong Jump Shifts, yes, let's go ahead and turn our attention to those rare circumstances when partner has opened, probably with a minimum hand, and we as Responder somehow are dealt a very strong hand with a great suit. And as before, we will use our bag of proverbial tricks, including suit quality, self-sustaining suits, losing trick count, and particularly this time, cover cards when we're not only looking to bid game, but of course exploring slam territory. Okay, well let's get down to work, to play, to bidding, and then to play at the table. But first, it's lesson time with another 3 hands to bid. Recall that in our first segment, we gleaned over the losing trick count pyramid based upon the assumption the partnership either has found a trump fit or one player has at least a semi-self-sustaining suit. And as we've learned that opener's strong jump shift promises 19 to 21 points or an imbalanced hand with a semi-self-sustaining suit and worth 4 or a good 5 losing trick count. And not coincidentally, when Responder makes a strong jump shift, we follow pretty much the same requirements. 1. The Responder has a semi-self-sustaining suit or better. 2. Responder has a hand worth 4 or 5 losing trick count, often in the neighborhood of 17 to 19 points. Now why 17 to 19 versus 19 to 21? Well, if we think about it, when opener does a rebid showing 19 to 21 points, that promises game because our Responder may only have 6 points, or in some cases a good 5 points. So that's why we use 19 to 21 for opener strong jump shift, whereas when Responder makes a strong jump shift after the opener has shown 12 points or more, now we know that 17 to 19 should be enough to game. After all, if we have 20 points or more, it's almost guaranteed to make a slam, isn't it? Well, okay, looking at the middle of our pyramid with 13 to 15 points, to the right we see that opener often holds around 4 cover cards, perhaps 2 aces and 2 kings, or perhaps a combination with some working queens for the half covers. Now looking at the bottom, when a player holds 19 points, to the left we can expect the player to hold 5 losing trick count or less. Yet when the opener or Responder is holding an excellent semi-self-sustaining suit or better, the player's hand may even be 4 losing trick count hand. So when the partner opens with a minimum of 3 covers and Responder makes a strong jump shift with 4 losing trick count, slam chances look good provided they are not missing 2 controls. Or perhaps Responder makes a strong jump shift with 5 losing trick count hand and opener held a more typical 4 losing trick count holding of their own, where once again the pair should have 1 loser and slam chances look very strong. Well, we glossed over the 2 prerequisites for a Responder to make a strong jump shift call. But before delving into the bidding, I should slow down for just a moment to ensure we're all up to speed with some of the subtleties of Responder's requirements. First, our partner to the opener must have made an opening bid at the 1 level in a suit. So as Responder, we don't make a strong jump shift call when our partner has made a weak 2 preempt bid, opening 1 no trump, made a takeout double, made an overcall, and so on. Okay, good. Second, as Responder, we should be holding a hand worth around 17 to 19 points, at least playing points, and a hand worth 4 to 5 losing trick count. So no dice if you're holding 3 or 6 losing trick count hand. With 3 losing trick count, you know you belong in slam. With a 6 losing trick count hand, there is no reason to make a jump bid since partner often does not have 5 cover cards when they made an opening bid. The slam chances look slimmer when holding 6 losing trick count, so don't be too much of in a rush to make a jump bid that makes for a less precise auction. Third, since a new suit bid by Responder is always forcing, that jump bid consumes extra space that might make for a less precise auction. The main reason for responder to make a strong jump shift is an attempt to set the trump suit in preparation for slam exploration. Therefore, responder's strong jump shift suit should be the real deal and not just a so-so 5-card suit despite holding 17 to 19 points. Lacking that semi-self-sustaining suit or better with that strong hand, the partnership can always work their way to a contract up the ladder to maybe a 6 or even perhaps a 7 no-trump contract. Well, fourth, since responder is considered to have set the trump suit, subsequent new suit bids are assumed to be showing an ace, king, or short suit controls. So in the case of responder's strong jump shift, it is important for opener not to bid a second suit with length, since the responder will instead assume this applies to that the trump agreement has already been made and that opener is instead showing controls. If the opener also has their own long semi-self-sustaining suit or better, it's acceptable to rebid it at the 2 or the 3 level, lacking more than a singleton in responder suit. Now, and as always, when opener makes a game-forcing jump in the responder's or opener suit, that is a fast deny bid that shows a bare minimum values and no interest in slam expiration. We'll have some hands to cover that. Well, finally, while responders jump to the 2 level in a higher ranking suit than opener are considered strong jump shift calls, jumping to the 3 level may or may not be played as a strong jump shift bid. Now, some players prefer conventional responses for those bids at the 3 level by responder instead of using such high level bids for responder to make a strong jump shift call. Just like the soup du jour, be sure your partner of the day is in tune with your strong jump shift calls made at the 3 level to ensure they do not have some sort of unusual meaning. On hand number 8, Wes holds a 5-3-3-2 shape with 5 hearts to the ace, queen, jack honors working well together and 12 high card points. After opening 1 heart, responder is pleased to pick up a gorgeous hand with an excellent spade suit. While the hand has 16 high card points, the spade suit is worth upgrading several points. Of course, us losing trick count types instead take notice of the spade queen. 6 long plus 3 toppers is certainly better than your garden variety semi-self-sustaining suit and looks close to a fully self-sustaining suit on its own even when partner has that singleton. So responder's losing trick count is 1 club, 2 diamonds, and 2 hearts totaling 5 losers. Thus, after opener's 1 heart bid, despite holding more than 4 losers, with a semi-self-sustaining plus major suit and a handful of controls, many would be tempted to make a 2-spade strong jump shift call. After opener hears partner's 2-spade strong jump shift with a spade doubleton and 7 to 8 losers, opener correctly rebids 2 no trump to show a balanced hand with a modicum of spade support. Now, if opener lacked the club queen and instead held 2 of the top 3 honors and diamonds, cubiting the diamond suit would be both more descriptive and encouraging for slam. Yet when holding a minimum hand with 7 or 8 losers, we do not want to show unwarranted encouragement nor undue interest in slam. Regardless, with the responder's excellent hand, the cubiting begins, rebidding 3 clubs to show a primary suit control, the club king. Now, after showing a minimum hand, the opener is free now to also show controls and rebids 3 diamonds to show the diamond king control, and responder rebids 3 spades. Now note, since the responder has already made a strong jump shift bid, rebidding 3 spades is not an invitational bid in this situation, since the auction should proceed to at least 4 no trump in most situations. After all, the partnership should have 29 points, right? 12 for the opener and 17 or more for the responder and should be able to make a 4 no-trump contract or a 5-level contract with 29 playing points unless you have a horrible misfit. If you as a responder feel you have an emerging partner that may not be in tune with your 3-spade bid and might somehow pass, then I suppose you should make at least a 3 no-trump rebid in this situation. Well, okay, after responder shows an expected spade control, rebidding 3 spades, opener goes straight to 4 spades with nothing else to show, which would be a fast denies extra sign-off bid. No longer cue bidding any more controls. There's none other to bid. Yet responder is not quite finished, so making a 4 no-trump Blackwood ace asking bid comes next. And after opener bids 5 diamonds showing 1 ace, it's up to responder to decide whether to optimistically push onward to slam or sign off in 5-spade contract. Now, considering that the responder indeed has 5 losers, 6 on a bad day when the opponent has Jack-4 against them, perhaps signing off in 5 spades is most prudent when the pair are not struggling, needing a slam bonus to play against the opponents. After all, opening partner could still rebid 6 spades in this situation when holding some extra secondary honors that were not disclosed, saying an ace, king, queen of hearts. Then again, if you're losing 2 quick tricks, well, you know where you go from there. On hand number 9, this time opener West begins by bidding 1 diamond, holding a shapely 6-3-2-2 hand. While some might choose to open 2 diamonds with queens and jacks on 2 of the 3 side suits, yet holding 100 honors and the long diamond suit renders the suit the coveted self-sustaining suit status. Thus the hand is worth 7 losing trick count with 1 loser in diamonds, 2 in clubs, 2 in hearts, and 2 to 3 with the queen 3rd in spades. Now across the table, partner holds a fantastic hand chock full of controls with a 7-3-2-1 shape with a long heart suit. With 7 hearts to the ace, king, and a suit quality totaling 7 plus 2, deemed to be a semi-self-sustaining suit. So East's losing trick count is 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 diamond, and 1 club. Now this is a perfect 18 high card point hand with all the best possible controls in addition to 4 losing trick count hand. Responder easily makes a strong jump shift to 2 hearts and appears to be destined to bid slam. While opener does have 2 heart honors, rebidding 3 diamonds is a worthwhile bid based upon the great suit worthy of a semi-self-sustaining suit status. Responder rebids 3 hearts to show extra length in the suit and a waiting bid. And take note, as on the last hand, responder's suit rebid is absolutely a forcing bid after making a strong jump shift. And as before, if responder has any doubts that opener might mistakenly pass, then responder should Q-bid 3 spades and is unmistakably a forcing bid showing a control, not a second suit. Well, okay, after responder's bid with useful honor-bound doubleton in hearts, opener is happy to sign off in 4 hearts with no other controls. Okay, with a heart trump suit agreement, responder can now safely rebid 4 no trump to ask partner for aces. Back to opener comes 5 diamonds, ace ask in response to show 1 ace. Well, excellent, thinks East, who now probes with a king asking 5 no trump call. Now, of course, 5 no trump call is looking for a grand slam and must promise the partnership has all 4 aces. Well, making a disappointing 6 club rebid in the opener's hand, so the responder knows the opener has 1 ace, no kings, with assorted quackers, queens and jacks among the suits. Well, too bad. East had hoped that partner's 3 diamond rebid suggested both the ace and king, but such is not always the case. Even still, an optimistic responder might be tempted to push onward to 7 hearts, hoping the partner holds the club queen, or that the diamond finesse of the diamond king is onside. Now, when playing vulnerable game in contract rubber bridge, the risk-reward might justify stretching a bit. with a huge 1,500 point bonus. Now then again, I would not recommend doing so if your partner would be quick to question why you forfeited a sure slam bonus. And for duplicate players using imp scoring in a team knockout or Swiss game, according to the late great Barry Crane, legend for his bridge commandments, never bid grand slam in a team game, particularly when the contract depends on a finesse or even breaking suits. Yet in reality, many fine players will risk the opportunity cost when lagging behind a game against the opponents. In fact, some will even make the same bid when being ahead by a moderate amount, figuring the opponents will certainly risk the grand slam to go catch up. So go figure and enjoy the fact that on some hands, bridge players are willing to roll the proverbial dice on a 50% chance of making a slam or a grand slam. Well, finally, on hand number 10, West opens one spade with 12 high card points and a 5-4-2-2 shape. Actually, with all honors working in the long suits, even if responder were to make a two-spade sign-off bid, with opener's 6 losing trick count in that situation with a fit, they would rebid 3 clubs as a help suit game try. Yet, in this case, with responder's 4-4-3-2 hand, including 20 high card points and 8 cards in the minors, and only 2 spades, that's the last bid on responder's mind. What do you think? Is this the kind of hand that responder should make a strong jump shift? No, not really. Unfortunately, responder's minor suits, each with 10 high card points, great news, but are only 4 in length. So 20 high card points or not, responder does not have a semi-self-sustaining suit and must settle for a temporizing 2 club or 2 diamond bid. Well, opener can now comfortably make a 2 heart picture bid to accurately describe the 5-4 shape in the majors and an imbalanced hand. This is not Q-bidding controls. They don't have a suit fit yet. So responder counters with 3 clubs, a 4 suit forcing rebid, and at the 3 level, our advanced players would at this point assume that the call shows a half stopper. Yet with East's awkward hand, no other bid more accurately describes responder's hand and is forcing at a low level. Now a bit disoriented on what to bid next, opener makes a preference waiting bid, probably rebidding 3 spades, that is, in this case, nicely showing a spade control. Countering, East does not really want to make a 3 no trump bid, and fears making a 4 no trump call might be taken as an ace asking bid. Thus stuck for a rebid, responder makes a 4 club bid, praying that opener will not pass. Well, news bulletin. We now interrupt our regularly scheduled program for a special announcement for those who play the 2/1 system. Bidding these hands with this auction, a situation championing those who play the 2/1 system, beginning with 1 of a major suit followed by responder's 2-level call in a new suit, is game forcing. Although some will pass a 4-level minor suit bid when partners have a poor fit. But for those who play a 2-level response is absolutely game forcing, later rebidding 4 clubs is still a forcing bid. Now in these situations, going beyond the magic 3 no trump number, after all they have 25 points or more and should be able to play in 3 no trump most of the time, then worrying that partner might mistakenly pass would not be a good bid here. Now that said, for our folks who play the standard American system where 1 spade, 2 diamonds auction is not game forcing, maybe with 10 points or a very good 9, then lacking a more accurate bidding methods, responder will probably either have to guess on either a 3 no trump or a 6 no trump contract. In this situation, if opener were to rebid 4 no trump, goodness knows if that asks responder for aces and assumes club is trump, well, you get the idea. Bottom line, some hands are tough to bid. And as we can see on these hands, missing 2 heart controls will spell doom in any slam contract. Just be aware, the opener, neither they nor the responder should be making a strong jump shift with a flattish 4-4-3-2 shape. And from a high level, if we take a look at the hands, take a look at the responder's hands. Yes, they have 8 winners. The big question is, Does our partner have 4 controls? Do they have 4 tricks or not? Some of the time they'll have 3. On a good day they'll have 4. Maybe a finesse will work. That's the question. And we'll come back to that again during the play of the hand. Well, bridge friends, that's it. And it's time again to scoot over to our virtual bridge table and bid hands 8, 9, and 10, where responder has huge hands and may be aching to make a strong jump shift call. But as we saw, such is not always the case with the hands that you're going to get at the table. So on hand number 10, we'll take a look at a twist and see how that turns out when we bid a difficult hand. So as always, thanks for tuning in to our Bridge Hands episode on strong jump shift calls. When you are ready, I will be waiting for you over in segment 3B, where we will have a crack at bidding responder strong hands and witness the results in the face of competition. Of course, we will give you the opportunity to gibitz all the cards at the table so you can critique the entire bridge ecosystem. Well, bye for now, and I look forward to seeing you on the flip side.